After my father passed away, he left behind an old leather bag. When I opened it, I was stunned to find 150 grand inside. The timing couldn't have been better. I was completely strapped for cash back then. But the moment I pulled out the note inside, my face went pale. My father wanted me to hand all that money to a total stranger. I was curious who this person was, but at the same time, I had no intention of giving up that kind of money. To figure out what was going on, I went to the address written on the note. The moment I walked up to the door, I saw a woman arguing with a little boy. From what she said, I realized the kid was the one I was supposed to find. Their address matched the note perfectly. I quietly followed them. I assumed she must have been my father's mistress. Then the woman got a phone call. As she listened, her expression turned serious. She rushed downstairs, tore a newspaper off a neighbor's door, and on it was the article announcing my father's death. She grabbed it and sped off in her car. I followed her to a church where some kind of support meeting was taking place. I slipped into a seat. When it was her turn to speak, she pulled out that newspaper and began reading.
He is survived by his wife and son. So, it's official. I don't exist. Woohoo! Beginning to think the editors at the LA Times are even bigger pricks than my dad was.
And in that moment, everything clicked. This woman was actually my half-sister. I had never known she existed. When the meeting ended, I walked up and greeted her. I didn't reveal who I was. We just exchanged a few words before I left. When I got home, I told my girlfriend what happened. She thought my mother deserved to know, but I insisted on keeping everything a secret, so the whole $150,000 would stay with me. That turned into a huge fight, and she ended up packing her things and leaving. But at the time, I was drowning in debt. I didn't have the luxury of being noble. The next day, I went to my nephew Joey's school and quietly followed him. I didn't expect him to steal something from a video store.
No, you're not get 10 feet out the door. Look.
I had no choice but to step in and pay for it. Later, I went to the bar where my sister worked. I watched her smile at customers, collect tips, do everything she could to stay afloat. But the second she turned around, the smile disappeared. I knew she was just trying to survive. Right before closing time, I pretended to run into her and struck up a conversation.
Can I get you something that they sell here?
No. Look, I swear to you on my life, I am not and will never hit on you, ever.
Wow, thank you.
But the moment I mentioned her father, she tensed up completely, and our talk ended awkwardly. When I got home, I realized Joey's backpack was still in my car. Inside was a book about helping kids cope with anxiety and depression. The next morning, I planned to pack my things and disappear, but seeing that backpack made me hesitate. Later, because Joey was late again and struggling emotionally, the therapist refused to keep seeing him. My sister broke down on the side of the road, her bag spilling all over the ground. I walked up to say goodbye, but instead, she suddenly opened up to me, sharing all the pain and hardship she'd been carrying for years.
Well, kid's really lucky to have